Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Since I've been ranting and raving about old beers and stores that sell old beers and out-of-date beers and that, I figured, why not review this dusty old can? What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti. I'm checking in from the road. I'm here in Atlanta today on a day off. We're at the Coca-Cola Roxy tomorrow, and I'm getting in some beers here at the Sheridan Suites. Nice swank hotel room. Figured I'd get in some bougie beers, and so far, they haven't been that great, other than that Blackburn beer. So, the beer I have today, I'm not sure what it is. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I went to the House of Brews beer distributor in Pittsburgh, saw this can on the shelf, thought it sounded amazing, and picked it up. And it's the Nitro Caribbean Chocolate Cake. It's a stout, tropical stout with coca and cypress wood. I know that much. However, when I went to look up information on it or look it up, there are various random dates that they produce this. And on the bottom of this can, there's not really a date. There's some sort of numbers and things, and some of it's kind of wiped off. And I can't figure out if this is... Oh, as I'm reading this, I just realized I found the date on it. Huzzah! And I randomly chose the right information for this beer. I was trying to do to the best of my ability to pick out what I thought was the closest for this beer. And I just realized that these dates, these numbers, man. So this brewery is from Siren Craft Brew out of Wokingham, or I think it's Wokingham, United Kingdom. And it just now dawned on me, again, they do their dates backwards than we do in the US. So there is a date code on this can. It says 18/10/23, which would be October 18th, 2023, which would make this, now I know what it is. It would make this the Nitro Caribbean Chocolate Cake 2023 version. So when you look it up, again, there's several different versions, but it's kind of random. There's like a 2021 version, a 2020 version, a 2023 version. There's the nitro versions, there's the non-nitro versions, and some versions are brewed in collaboration with Cigar City, some aren't. And I just, for some reason, I don't know why, I deal with European dates and the normal date structure of the rest of the world all the time. So I'm used to that kind of date code, but for some reason I just totally slipped my mind until just now. So I'm stoked. I know exactly what this beer is. It's the Nitro Caribbean Chocolate Cake 2023, like I said. So here's a picture of the can. I paid $8 for it, and it is dusty on top. And I saw that it was dusty, but I knew it's a stout, so I figured it didn't matter what the date is. Stouts can be aged for years as long as they're kept in a relatively cool place or whatever. So hopefully it's still good. On the back of the can here, on the side of the can, or wherever, it says Nitro Pour Hard. Nitro Caribbean Chocolate Cake. Tropical stout with coca and cypress wood. The heart of the Caribbean Chocolate Cake series. Our favorite stout, originally brewed in collaboration with Cigar City Brewing, showcases hand-roasted coca nibs harmonized by Cypress Wood Spirals. I don't know what Cypress Wood specifically does for the beer or whatever, but that's cool that they give you like exactly the wood, because sometimes people just say on wood or just like oak, and there's all kind of different kinds of oak, so that's really cool. Pour hard and fast for the full cascade effect. And then there's the government warning. It's 2.4 UK units, 330 mil. I don't know what Prant 1KR is. Also says 2 pant. 7.4% alcohol. And that's everything on the can. The can does have like that kind of raised, bumpy kind of, like where all these flowers and things are. It's got texture to it, which is kind of neat. And I'm excited to try this. I'm super excited. I figured out what it was, which means all the ratings and things I have are actually correct. Like I said, I did my best guess. Like, I'm thinking it's this one, and I guessed correctly, especially since I finally figured out what the date was. And I decided, which might have been a poor decision, because hopefully this doesn't overflow. But I decided for this stout, I was going to use the hotel glass instead of my iconic plastic cup. Rinsed it out, smells neutral. So let's get on into it. On Untapped, this gets a 3.92 with 2.5 thousand check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 92 outstanding with 260 ratings. Oh, and I just stopped that perfectly. I stopped that perfectly. There's still just a hair left in the can, but look at that. That's beautiful. That is amazing looking. I'm getting smells of chocolate already. But that's like a, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there's like a, you got this nice dark black stout and then this like really dark coca kind of layer going on here. Then there's a really light like mocha color up here. Like there's a dividing line right here. I really hope the camera picks it up, but there's like a dividing line where there's just like this dark caramelly coca kind of color head and then this mocha layer on top and then a nice dark stout. Get a little bit more in there. Get a nose on it. Burnt chocolate, char. Dip your beak in it. Rich, deep chocolate. Burnt chocolate, char. That smells like an amazing stout. And I think I've had a stout from this brewery before, but I don't know if it was a stout before my time on YouTube or if I reviewed the beer. I'll have to look and see. And if I reviewed the beer from this brewery that I've had before, I will make sure to post it down below in the description so you can check out that review. And if I did not review that beer on YouTube, sorry about your luck. Let's see if I can get the rest of it in this glass here. Oh, look at all that foam. That is just a beautiful looking beer. That is amazing looking beer. That smells so nice. And that's just like a chocolatey foam, like whipped cream, like a chocolate whipped cream moussey head on top with a big, it's just midnight black. I can see my reflection in the glass. This beer just looks amazing. And it's been a while since I've had a stout. At least I think it has. I don't know. Have drank so many beers, I never remember. But I don't think I've reviewed a stout in a while. And this just looks... I'm just trying to waffle on while the head dies down a little bit more. But I think I'm going to dive on into it. I'm excited to try this. Cheers, everybody. It is much lighter body than I expected. It's got like a light to medium body with a little bit of viscosity to it. And it's sweet, kind of sweet, like a, but not, it's got this sweetness to it that's reminiscent of a milk stout, but fruitier. Got this like fruity milk chocolate sweetness to it. Then you get a little bit of char. 7.4% alcohol, not noticeable. And it's drying on the finish, but making my mouth water, if that even makes sense. Like it's very drying. Not very drying, but it's drying. But my mouth is watering for more for this. Kind of like my mouth waters for sours, which is really odd. Like I said, it's light body, but it's creamy. It's light-bodied and creamy. It's got this fruity, like almost tropical fruit notes to it. And chocolate, like milk chocolate. Maybe a hair of char. And this is delicious. This is really odd and interesting and delicious for a stout. Because stouts like these, you don't expect them to be like bitter chocolate, like rich, dark, decadent. And that's not this. This is sweet, but balanced sweetness. It's milk chocolate, a little bit of fruitiness to it, and really, really tasty. And again, this was brewed in 2023. I'm reviewing this in 2026. So that's 3 years old. Found it on a shelf in Pittsburgh. It's from the United Kingdom. The can was dusty AF. And this is a really, really good beer. Man. There's a little, I just picked up a little kind of bit of like smoky, chocolatey char in there. This is really well done. This is absolutely delicious. This is a banging beer. This is 2 big horns up for me, for sure. 2 big horns up. This is a really well done beer. If you can find beers from, what was this brewery called? Siren Craft Brew. At least their stouts. Highly recommend picking them up and trying them. If you can find the Nitro Caribbean Chocolate Cake, absolutely pick that up. For $8 for a 12-ounce can, definitely worth it. Absolutely worth it. I hope you think my video is worth watching all the way to the end. If you watched it all the way to the end, give me a big thumbs up in the comments. Give me that like, give me that subscribe, share this with all your friends, and as always, embrace the adventure.